Greetings there, fellow headhunters. Radamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld. Episode 27, Bounty Hunting for Bounty Funds. So we're going to want to go back to core, but before I go to core, because I know we're under strength here. I could actually mothball the... No, I'm not. I'm going to choose not to mothball the champion, because if I mothball the champion, I run the risk of destroying it in a storm or something on my way home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raffle off that champion. It's big enough that it warrants a raffle. Keep it in mind, of course, I'm not immediately planning on using it. I really only want to take it out of dry dock when I need it, because the bigger the ship is, the more expensive it is to run, and money is, you know, limited. Oh, yeah. My intuition was right. There was ruins here. Garbage ruins. So, could have saved myself the trip, but whatever. Money fuels the fleet. Yep. Yep. We basically burn money to go places. Think of it that way. Like, there's a lot of space games that don't have, like, the concept of, like, fuel and supplies. And because this one does, I feel like a lot of players forget that just, like, traveling with ships is expensive, which is, I keep reinforcing why I, like, leave behind, like, organics and metals and stuff, but, like, the cost of bringing that to market wouldn't pay for itself if you did the math in most cases, which is exactly why I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Because I can spend, like, 10,000 of supplies and fuel to sell 6,000 of organics. The only time that would ever make sense is if you had some sort of organic deficit in your colony and you were solving a problem, but not for, like, the you know, economics don't check out if you do the math. The salvage ship is right here. The Scorpio. I haven't gotten rid of it. Oh, that's a big Tritech corporate trader. Please bring your goods to me. All right. The monitor and the champion are going to be left. And then it's possible that I'll leave the mana cores depending on whether there's another target or not. So for Colony Crisis, we are creeping up. We're at 421, so it's climbing, and I don't love that. What I'm really hoping is that Darad, which is a weird hope, but Darad gets targeted for like Lud attacks or whatever, and that would allow me to reduce colony threat. But that hasn't happened yet. So I'm gonna hit the raffle timer now, so I'm not like glued. Well, let's first look at other bounties. So the other bounties that are available don't really require a big fleet, so I am gonna leave behind the mana cores. And then I'm gonna only take... No, I guess this is fine. I'll have like a lot of cargo space for both the Colossus. Because the thing is, the Colossus are... What's their running cost for fuel? They're not the highest. They're 3 fuel a day. So Scumdog is even higher because it's like demodded. And then for supplies a day, the Colossus is... Oh, no. I want... Okay. Yeah, I think they're fine. They're expensive, but fine to bring around. So, choosing the winner. Azak, you are the champion now. So let's just rename you real quick. And I'm going to auto-fit you. Well, with a paladin? Good lord, no. Paladins, I mean, they can be useful, but like I'd rather give you like a tack lance or something. Okay. So you have some like weapons or whatever. But as I said, I wasn't planning on bringing you out at the moment. You would be banked for a rainy day. Okay, end of month. That's going to be rough. Paying those fleet support bills. But that's the whole reason we're colonizing. More or less. So taking a look. We have got 8 days left for the orbital station. And 51 for the stellar manufactory for the arrays. And let's get back to core to see what we can find for paid missions. So the current priority is, yeah, still to earn money to invest in Darad, ideally with bounties. Or bounties. I'm bad at spelling today. Autofit seems reasonable until you click on it. I mean, it's not terrible. It does put the ships together-ish. It's just like, then sometimes you're like, oh god, what did it do? You gotta override it. So once in core, we'll see what they've got. This bounty isn't terrible to do. Dwarf Primary Star in Pharos would be hopefully Alpha Pharos, so they're hiding out near Desert World. Because if that's a barren desert, no, I'm not going to do this bounty because they're hiding in this system, which is a Remnant system. So they're dangerous, but the system they're in is pretty stupid. This one might be more manageable if we can get there in time. Rocky Metallic World. Dwarf Primary. So the primary would be Aemon. Probably? No, there's no Rocky Metallic World there. Rotan? No? I don't see a Rocky Metallic World anywhere. What? We are... Oh, you're probably in Zebeth. Yep. Alright, you're in Theronomia. That's where you're hiding out. Is there a gate near there? I can jump to Addis and then fly to Zebeth. Okay, we'll do that. Have you noticed the pattern to the auto-equip? No. Not really. Just throws things in slots. Alright, so we have the orbital station. That's going to add +1 to stability. There is a upkeep cost, of course, of 1,600, which is not that bad in the scheme of things. And then this, of course, can be upgraded again to a battle station. But it would take just about all my money, and I probably want a little bit more wiggle room to pay the bills, fuel, and supplies and the like, before I make that decision. There is a story point for added stability, but as long as I'm above stability 5, basically, if a world is above 5, it's like stable enough to do trade with. If the stability of a world drops below 5, that's a totally different matter, and that means the world is considered dangerous to trade with, and it really hurts your planet's economy. So staying above 5 is the threshold. I'm at 9. So like I don't need the story point for the stability, at least not yet. All right, let's do it. Oh, I just realized, I think we have an extra, whoops, I don't want to crash them. No, I've been bringing that Falcon around with me, right? I think. Oh, whatever. The fleet's the fleet. Could you stop nudging me? Oh god, all my flux is just going to get nudged by this Fury. Alright, Fury, you fix it. You go fight the fight that you wanted to box me out of. At least I'm using your point defense to shoot the missiles that were coming to my face. Oh, you want to fight? Alright. The Eradicator's just like, oh, how about me? And if I didn't step in, that Fury would have been hurting, so... I'll happily oblige. I'm probably not going to get a lot of experience because I haven't been doing much of this fight. No, I take it back. I did just take out their, like, bountied Eradicator, I think. Alright, quit it with your Squall. Alright, the Squall's got knocked out. So the Squall is like the just continually launching missiles. It's a missile suppression launcher, and it's really long range and really annoying when they just keep launching missiles at you over and over and over. How'd I do? 5, yeah, I got more XP than everyone else. Unsurprising. I don't really want my nth Manticore, so I'm gonna pass. I didn't get the Eradicator. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's expensive, but, ballistic and energy weapon reload rate by potentially 40% in a cruiser is, like, super sexy if I had a cruiser. And increases hull damage taken, which is fine if you're, like, in a shielded ship that doesn't tank with hull. Or an armor ship. Basically, there's shields, which uses flux, then there's armor, which... you get the armor like covers your hull, and then when you have your armor depleted, then your hull starts taking damage. So basically, our armor mitigates damage to your ship to a point until you lose armor in that section, and then you start losing the weapons that the armor protected and the crew that like work on your ship and all that. So for like shield ships, that implant is pretty cool. All right, and we made the bounty. Cool. And, alright, what else is there? There are, oh, no, one's withdrawn. I was gonna say there's clustered missions. Fine, another bounty then. There's bounties for pirate bases. I think there's a gate in Australia, which makes... No, there isn't. Is there a gate for any of the others? Is there a gate here? Close enough. We could go to Taish and then destroy the pirate bases there. I don't see any other good bounties, because this one's in like a super I'm gonna die the minute I show up system. Which sounds not good. Yeah, I could also try it from bars. These global bounties are just easier to do because they're just like offered without investigation, so they save time. Why am I flying? Whatever, I'm already flying there. So if I'm flying there, we'll just go straight to where the pirate base is, hitting every storm on the way there. All right, we're 35 days away from the solar array. What are the other points in that system? So there's a bounty for one of the fleets here, but they're at a dwarf primary star. So they're in this like, oh, this is Warning Beacon low. I misread that. Okay, maybe we can take that on. I thought that was Warning Beacon high. And then there's another bounty, which is about to decay, so I don't have time for that. Yeah, the pirate base bounty is got a lot of time remaining, so maybe we'll take this one out. So they are Desert World primary dwarf star, so they're here. And like somehow I totally misread. I thought it was a high threat world, not a low threat world. So we'll go to this one. And there's also the research station, that I'm sure is guarded, but that would be good too. This is a bigger fight. I'm not going to issue any like fleet-wide commands. I'm just going to let them go. They have their flagship is essentially like a super freighter modified for combat. So it's like a jank freighter. It's not a very powerful battleship, but technically I am fighting a battleship for the first time. I don't think I've fought other battleships yet, other than like battle stations, which are sort of like battleships, I guess. So what I mean by that is like this fight's going to be a little bit harder than normal. Probably. But hopefully not by too much. Damn it. Stupid phase ships. You're just going to hang out and hide, aren't you? And my role, even though they have a battleship, really hasn't changed. It's fly swatting. So, let's get to it. Hey, if you're not going to protect yourself, I will absolutely launch a giant tack lance right in your face. Oh my god. Alright, I just destroyed their capital ship because it wasn't protecting itself. That is hilarious. Dummy. I'll do it again! It like dropped its shields because it didn't perceive me as a threat, and I'm like, ha 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 ha! Extinction. And they got wiped. Generally what happens with the AI is they'll like they'll angle their shields at the like biggest potential damage pool around. But if you have like a ship like mine, which can do like sudden unexpected burst damage, they usually will let their guard down. And this is also the case for other ships like Dooms, which lay like massive mines, but they don't, Dooms aren't in themselves like a big threat, but they can do just a boatload of damage unexpectedly all at once. And the AI will underestimate you, and it's to their own destruction. Alright, well, that was done. That was way easier than I thought it'd be. Who's even... I don't care who's left on the field. Yeah, unexpectedly I did like 3 times more experience, or 4 times more experience than everyone else. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Ship recovery. So I could take their Atlas, the modified super freighter. The thing is, these things suck. They have terrible fuel costs, terrible cargo capacity, and they're like not very good battleships because they aren't supposed to be battleships. They're supposed to be cargo ships. So they're like, if you took a giant cargo ship and like slapped some guns on it, and it's just not very good. So I'm not even going to take any of them as salvage. Dermal armor. Or stabilizer. Okay. Yeah, I don't want anything. Tritech likes this a little bit more. We did remove one of Scumdog's degraded engines. So, I think that lowers the fuel running costs of Scumdog. No, it doesn't. It was some other demod. But that's good. That's yet another demod removed off of our ships. Our Fury here. So, nice. I'll take it. We made our bounty money. And, oh god. Ooh, a lot of the shortages just got resolved, too. So the other thing I want to do while I'm here is to go to the research station. Because I have the fleet to fight now. Because last time we were here, the Scintilla and escorts we couldn't deal with, but now they're a joke. Or apex, sorry, it's not a scintilla. Apexes are just like, they look like scintillas to me. Oh boy. Survey data for an arid world. And we walked away with a beta core. What else? That's about it. But still, I mean, good stuff. There's a lot of sensor information going on right now. I want to check it out, see if there's anything else that I'm, like, overlooking. Oops, I didn't mean to e-burn. No? Who are you? Oh, Fury. Not a salvage one. Well, still. Came out ahead. Definitely came out ahead. That was nice. Question. Should I upgrade the orbital station now to a battle station? Should I upgrade the orb station? So what that would do is, you've seen what a tier 1 station goes, like the pirate bases of tier 1, we blow up like that. It doesn't take a very significant fleet to blow it up. However, if we upgrade it, it's going to have a higher running cost. Battle stations will become more expensive to upkeep, but it will offer far more protection than just the level 1 station that we have now. And it would cost 500k of the 770 that we currently have. So it's not by any means free. Oh, there was debris that I could have grabbed there. Oops. Actually, this is Taish. Why am I even... What am I doing? Let's go get that debris and then go through the gate. Wow, okay. Overwhelmingly, you guys are like, yes. So, upgrade. 120 days until the orbital station is in. Is there a pirate? Oh, right, the pirate base. Thank you for reminding me. The pirate base isn't here. It is adjacent. It's in the binary system next to us. So let's go over there then. And was there intel about it? No, we don't know where it is. Just somewhere in the system. Hey, what's this? Oh, crummy hound. No, thank you. Okay, that's a pretty big fleet. I did fly right into it. I think we can handle it, but it's like maybe the biggest fleet we fought so far. I'm all about it. There's an XP bonus if we do well. So yeah, and it looks like the sensor jammer is like the point we're gonna hold, which is my favorite point to hold. So, here we go. Punching above our weight. I'm surprised there's not a bounty for a fleet this big, but that's probably because this is the fleet, one of the fleets protecting the pirate base, which is why it's more significant than normal. Alright, once I finish fly swatting, I'm gonna get to the big ships to help out. Oh, no, they're coming to me. There's a Venture and one of the Atlases coming my way. So yeah, I'm gonna want to fall back to allies. Because I'm not gonna... The Ventures are like... They're just super tanky. They don't do a ton of damage, but they have so much armor and shields that are really annoying to get through. And Asunder is like a glass cannon. I cannot be caught out against big ships by myself. That would be a suicide. Woohoo! Sniped! Alright, taking a look at big picture here. One of the super phasers on the east I think what I'm going to do is this Eradicator will focus on this one, this Eradicator will focus on this one, and I don't think I have to issue any additional commands apart from that, because that's probably enough. And I'm looking for low-hanging fruit. Basically, I'm looking to, like, snipe the easy kills to knock their fleet out. But also supporting my own ships, because my own ships are going to get overwhelmed, because they still have pretty good numbers on us, right? That Eradicator might have been blown up had I not intervened, and that Falcon to my right, or my left rather, is also kind of high. It's about to get overloaded. And torpedoed. Yeah, I wasn't able to intervene in time. So that's Azak's other ship. Unfortunately, this super freighter let their shields down to go full weapons, and because I run EMP weapons, I'm knocking out all their guns before they can even do anything about it. So if I keep hitting their same... Yep, there you go. I tack lance to weak point and then just keep hammering away at the weak point until it's gone. Alright. That Enforcer needs help. Let's go help. So that's the other thing I can do is, like, I can't really take out cruisers super effectively, but what I can do is I can pressure a cruiser that is, like, doing a lot of damage to my own ships to the point where, like, I render it ineffective. So that's what I was doing, is, like, that Enforcer obviously was at, like, overloaded and and couldn't handle anymore. And I can just swoop in and, like, put pressure on the ships that that need help. I'm actually going to pursue them with my second in command because it's a bunch of fuel ships that I might get free fuel for. Ship recovery. I'm going to... Ooh, God. That is a lot of demods. I'm going to recover the other one. The one that has one demod. Rather than the one that has, like... how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So I'm going to recover a different ship. Falcon for Falcon. I think that's a lot more reasonable, because, yeah, that's, like, so many demods, it's ridiculous. Alright, we got a lot of supplies for the fight. And structural damage got removed off of some ship I didn't care about. Oh, actually, the ship that I recovered. It's undemodded! What's up? That's awesome. Alright, let's auto-fit this bad boy for a strike. And then raffle it off. This brand new ship. Rex unnamed. So there's only so much I can do without a dry dock, and as far as modding, right? Like, I can't put an ITU in or something like that. But at least we outfitted it so it's, like, combat ready. Now I will need to chill and, like, let it recover a little bit, because it's not it's super damaged. It's not ready to enter a fight, but we do know where their base is. Their base is here. So I'm gonna fly around just, like, waiting for it to recover a little bit more. And hold on, let me reset the raffle timer because I hadn't reset the eligibility. All right, new raffle timer's up. Sorry about that. Okay, none of my exos leveled up. Got it. Actually, they're max level, aren't they? They won't level up. 'Tis fine. I could try to fight their base without that Falcon. I don't necessarily need to wait for the Falcon to recover. Because if this is level 1 base, I don't need it. Yeah, and that's a level 1 base. It is being guarded, though. I just spooked them because I wasn't hiding very well. But the ships that are defending this thing aren't... I took out their primary fleet. What I kind of want to do is to lure them away from it, just so it's an easier kill. And they wandered off. So, yeah. I'm going in for the kill now. So, only one of the two fleets are defending. Let's engage. Engage. I'm going to leave the Falcon out of it, the unnamed one, because it's not ready to go. It's still very damaged and would suffer a lot more like technical issues. If you field ships that aren't ready, they'll have like problems, and their like weapons will go offline, shields will go offline, like crew will start to die. It's really not in your best interest to send ships that can't fight into a fight. Do I really just have to stare at you? Okay. Stupid. I hate phase ships. Just try to zap you until your flux maxes, and then boom! Now there is an enemy eradicator I wouldn't mind, and he does have a weak spot in his back here that I can exploit. Someone must have hit him with a torpedo from behind. Yeah, okay. They are out of everything now. Let me in on it! Here we go. I can barely even align my ship before getting blocked by my own allies. Like, everyone's bloodthirsty. Pirate base is gone. They did have a dram retreat, but like, whatever. I guess I lost this enforcer. I didn't notice, but it's recoverable without any damage, which is awesome. The hedge. Oh, and the Vingali just got one of its last two demods removed. Sweet. The structural damage. That's good. It's tankier now. Their base is gone, and I got paid for it. All right. I want to get back to Dwo. So that I can actually set up this... Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's ghosts. I can actually set up that Falcon for, like, being decent. Ooh, and Terraform just finished. So we'll check out the bonuses in just a moment. So, Darren. With the Stellar Manufactory done... the low light condition is now mitigated. So as you can see, the hazard rating is only 100 from, and not 125 because low light is not an issue anymore. And then the orbital solar array adds the amount of food we produce. So our food we produce is now kind of stupid, right? 9. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of food. Vingali, congrats. You are now 2 ships? That's going to be confusing, but, you know, I don't care. It is the way it is. I'm going to call you Golly Vin. So I'm not super confused. So, congrats. Our profits from the planet are up, obviously. Credits per month gone up a whole bunch. And this will go up even more once the colony grows yet again. The other thing is we could get rid of this Stellar Manufactory. Its monthly upkeep is 20k. The thing is, there's one last thing to do, which is to add mild climate as a potential bonus. But because it costs 6 mil, it might make sense to get rid of the stellar manufactory. So that's what I'm going to ask, is should we scuttle the stellar manufactory? Yes or no? Because I can always build another one once we have even more money to try to get that mild climate, or not. Oh, what the? I swear I was entering the right gravity well, but nope. Apparently not. Do I even need the swan nanites? I mean, it would be more money, but like, arguably no. I don't need them. All right, we do have a beta core that I'm going to want to turn in. And then the Vingali, or the Galivin, let's go ahead and autofit again. Wait, really? Okay, I'm overriding. It's like, doesn't want to put an ITU in. And I don't get that, so I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm sorry, but you are putting an ITU in. Annihilator rocket pods is fine. Typhon Reaper launches is fine. Yeah, it's like a super missile ship. It's totally fine. It's just, oh, I get why you don't have an ITU. You don't really have weapons. Hold on, let me actually, you want an ECCM package and converted hangar? That simply might not be. So forget the ECCM. For the hangar, can we try to get like tridents or longbows or tridents, or what is the other ones I like? Broadswords? Yeah, let's put broadsword fighters in. Okay. I get why it didn't have ITU. The reason is it's full of missiles. It's a light strike cruiser. It doesn't have guns, so it doesn't need an ITU because there's only like 2 little lasers that it would even benefit. So yeah, I get why it's set up this way. And I agree with its auto fitting. So I'm glad I revisited that twice. All right, cool. Looking good. And it looks like you guys, I'm going to give you 1 more minute to vote on this because it's like pretty tied. So if you're wondering about the cost, if you're like, what would it cost to put it back? In order to put it back, the Stellar Manufactory, I think it's 500k. But I would need 6 mil to make it a mild climate, which I'm not close to. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow stateless.